The vehicle was destroyed. We came under an extremely intensive artillery strike. The thing is, I remember several vehicles moving in front of me. At first, one of them stopped, then another one. I was driving the fourth one.
I was the last one to get out. When I raised my head, I saw no one around. They all scattered like ants. Which motherland to defend? I wanted to save my ass.
They just left us there, betrayed us.
They said, "Go out and surrender." They threw 2 flashbang grenades inside.
This is not an army, this is shit. I'm ashamed of fighting in it.
This is a typical Russian mechanized attack on Ukrainian settlements. The occupiers' armored vehicles are racing across the field, trying to bring infantry. Some of them explode on mines. Others are hit by Ukrainian FPV drones and artillery. Some, like these armored vehicles, are lucky enough to reach a settlement and land their soldiers. Then the occupiers use the tactics of small assault groups, splitting up and moving in groups of 3 to 5 men. They try to find a hiding place among the ruins of houses and other debris, hoping to escape from Ukrainian drones that continue to do their job. After the actions of the artillery and drones, groups of Ukrainian special forces enter the settlement and clear it of the remnants of the uninvited guests. Some of the enemies make the right choice and surrender. In this episode, you will see the interviews with the occupiers captured by the Azov Brigade in the Toretsk sector, Donetsk region, who will tell us about everything that happened there, and not only from their side.
I was taken prisoner on December 31st, 2024. I was a BMP-2 gunner.
Будучи наводчиком БМП-2.
The moment we left the phenol plant, we came under shelling. I don't know what it was, but it was definitely something big.
There were 10 of us, riflemen and a driver. They started firing at us. You know what I mean. He backed off into a canyon, and the canyon was steep. He couldn't get out of it. The back door bumped into the opposite bank. And we had that small guy, he was sitting in the front. We pushed him and asked him to see what the driver was doing. But the driver wasn't there, he fled. He abandoned us. What patriotism are you talking about? Who should I die for, trapped inside that tin can?
The vehicle was destroyed. We came under an extremely intensive artillery strike. It wasn't a mortar. It was some Ukrainian invention. Through the safety glass, I saw a red flame between the front armor panel and the gun almost crumbled inside. Some of the vehicles were blown up. Some of them blew up on anti-tank mines. I didn't understand anything. The thing is, I remember several vehicles moving in front of me. At first, one of them stopped, then another one. I was driving the fourth one. The IFV was almost dead, but he managed to bring us close to the buildings.
I was the last one to get out. When I raised my head, I saw no one around. They all scattered like ants, each one under his own bush. What motherland did they defend? They were saving their asses.
We started moving away and crawling out. On the right, we saw our fourth IFV. As we found out later, it spun around in place and hit a landmine.
I had no radio, nothing. Only the leaders had radios. I got up. Boom, boom. I didn't know where to run. They started firing at us with everything. Drones here, bombs there. Boom, boom. That was all we heard. I grabbed my rifle and, without a helmet or anything, dashed toward the first shelter I saw. A fence or something. Then I ran into a house.
I lost my radio on the way. While I was looking for it, everyone fled. In the end, I ran into a basement, and there were 2 already, Yesenin and Valentinovich. The 3 of us got into the basement and stayed there. For 2 hours, mortars didn't stop. God, that was something. There were reconnaissance drones, kamikaze drones, and a Baba Yaga that was specifically watching us. No one was answering the radio. They were firing at us throughout the night, with everything they had. Later on, Grad started shooting. I also saw our side also started firing at the point where we dismounted. That killed me. I thought, damn, you must be kidding. Why? What for? I think they just wanted to get rid of us like this. They intentionally send soldiers who know nothing there. They say, it's all ours. But in fact, we have no forces there at all. That is, they just left us there. Betrayed us. Fooled us, that's it. They said friendly forces were positioned there. You shouldn't be afraid of these houses. Our allies are there, they told us.
We almost spent 24 hours there. In the afternoon of the next day, December 31st, I heard something. There was the door near the basement. I heard the door open and someone speak Russian, not Ukrainian, Russian. The next moment, they started shooting. We didn't understand anything. We thought they were crazy. We were sure those were our guys storming the basement. Are you nuts? We shouted, and we started firing back. And then they switched to Ukrainian. They were like, go out and surrender. They threw 2 stun grenades inside. You know, the flashbang grenades. Right into my face. You can see my right eye. And I said, guys, next they'll throw an F1 at least. Or a TNT slab, or an AT mine, or something else. I said, guys, we surrender. I couldn't see anything, but I felt my arms and legs were okay. I said, guys, we surrender. Do you want to live? Then surrender, because they'll throw something else and we're finished.
My rifle was nearby, but I didn't have the guts to shoot myself. I had this thought, but I just couldn't. I remember one of your guys saying, I give you an officer's word we won't shoot you if you surrender. And we trusted him. The 3 of us went out. The guys took us prisoners and said, Happy New Year. They gave us chocolate bars and tangerines. On New Year's night, we ended up in the hands of Azov scouts. They gave us tangerines and chocolates. No one forbid us to drink or smoke. To be honest, I was stunned.
This is the most horrible New Year's night in my life. As for POWs, well, judging from what I know from books and movies, we are being treated well. As you can see, I'm safe and sound. They feed me and keep me warm. Did you have any instructions regarding POWs during assaults? We were told not to take prisoners. That was the order.
Before we moved out, they told us, if you see a civilian, shoot. They said so. They told us a story when an old woman in civilian clothes allegedly threw us an anti-tank mine under the tracks.
Well, I heard civilians talking. There was this conversation. Someone said, Russia is here now. Everything's going to be fine. And a local guy replied, it wasn't bad before. What good did the Russian government bring here? Something like that.
My opinion is controversial. I personally met people from Donetsk and Luhansk, and their attitude is not what I thought. Not all of them think we're liberators. Many of them ask us bluntly, what the hell are you doing here? So, maybe it's not worth it at all.
As I see, you didn't come here only for money. Your choice was based on some ideology.
Well, it would be strange to find a normal person in any country who wouldn't be a patriot at least to some extent. Even if it's, I don't know, Zimbabwe or something.
So you went here believing in the goals of the SVO?
I'm tired of the goddamn politics. My honest opinion is this. Let Ukraine live as it wants. If it wants to join Europe, let it join Europe. We shouldn't have messed with it.
As for the patriotism, what patriotism are you talking about? Everyone's here because of the money, not patriotism. The TV says the Russian military advances almost every day. If the news were true, we would have reached Berlin already. They say the Ukrainians lack artillery shells. That's a lie. They don't lack anything. They said, for example, that Nelepivka is ours, that friendly forces are there, that it's controlled by Russia. For 2 months, we couldn't stick our heads out of the basement there. There was a well 90 meters away. We couldn't take water from it. How's it ours? Guys, don't go. This is a war. This is unnecessary. If you want to live, earn money at home in civilian life, I didn't realize anything. Guys, if you're thinking of signing a contract, I didn't know where I went. I was studying to become a driver. Qualified for new categories to make sure they'd make me a driver. I would drive a KMAZ. There are many military specialties. I told them that I had bad knees, that I was old, and so on. No, you'll be a damning assault trooper, I told them. Do I look like an assault trooper?
They say one thing. For example, they promise an old man that he'll be a driver, a builder, or a cook, but they all become infantry, all in all.
They just bring us in and don't give a damn anymore. No one cares about when we'll return, how we'll return, what our conditions are. I had bad knees, and I slept on the concrete floor and on the ground for 2 months.
You vacations, don't give you anything. At least our guys, they haven't had a vacation for 2 or 3 years. The commanders beat their soldiers, annihilate them, kill them. As for the money, they take the money away. When someone returns from a hospital with payments, they annihilate them, take their money away, divide it, and bury them. All in all, the person is considered missing in action. This is not an army, this is shit. I'm ashamed of fighting in it.
They send people here, it's a one-way ticket. No one expects you to come back. And I know, I saw the faces of our Russian boys, my comrades, so to speak. They are all like that. What will be tomorrow? What? Where? Today? Assault? And when I was captured, I saw the faces of your guys. They defend their land. They smile. Well, they are the ones who really fight. And we are just shaking with fear. Many people want to get wounded closer to the 0 line. Because nobody's going to evacuate you.
I don't know why is that so. Maybe they eliminate the Russian people in this way. I don't know what they want to achieve with this war. Why simple people are dying. Why men are dying. I don't know why this is going on. Even those who don't want to fight are caught and brought to recruitment centers. They force them to sign contracts, and they're off. There are so many guys like that here. They run away, then they are brought back and sent here again. And what for? Why? If someone thinks they'll get the money and so on. I know many examples when the money wasn't paid out or just disappeared. No one knows where. As for the payments for your relatives' deaths, there are countless cases when this money isn't paid out either. Even when you sign the contract, they promise you a wage and then don't pay it. One of our boys died here. He also went here as a driver. All in all, they paid him nothing. Not a single ruble. When we received our salaries, we always helped him, we chipped in. But he didn't receive a wage. Nothing. No regional payments, no federal payments, nothing. In the end, he went into battle and was killed. They didn't pay anyone for his death. Now he's considered missing in action.
Do you want to be exchanged? Of course. I have a daughter, my only child. She needs me. Aren't you afraid they'll send you here again? I won't go anymore. I'll do anything. I don't know. I'll change my appearance. Now it's possible. My daughter needs me. I don't want to be here, killing people. Do you want to be exchanged?
Non bude. I see all the things that are going on in Russia. That's not okay. These are your matters. I've always thought, why are we messing with them? Live as you want to. That's my honest opinion. But I came here anyway. Yes, I came here.
If you are interested in today's episode and would like me to continue doing episodes like this next, then let me know by hitting the like button and leaving a comment. You can support the author by the details in the description. Thank you.